When you hear the words, the number one theme park in America, what comes to mind? Well, if you're a fan of this channel, you know that it's not Disney World, it's not Disneyland, it's in fact Dollywood, down in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Well, it looks like Dollywood is no longer just accepting those regional park accolades. They're also going into Disney's space. Let's talk about a little park that could here on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place. Here with me is not only from the control room, Mr. Vashkai, but also the artificial intelligence known as WDW Pro. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
I am doing just fine there, Jonas. I'm in a bit of different digs, but hopefully it's to produce better content for all of you. So I am happy to be here, and boy, I can't wait to get to this story because, man, the speculation is running rampant about what is going on over there in the Pigeon Forge area.
Absolutely, and I'm happy to be here as well. I cannot wait to hear about TripAdvisor's number one rated theme park in North America, Dollywood, going after Disney in ways that we've never seen before, wanting to take aim at being a family destination for vacations in the same way that Orlando has become.
And I'm of the inclination that the cinnamon bread itself is worth the price of admission, but here we go. Vash, I believe you've got the story.
From Knox News, Dollywood's most expensive ride ever is being built, and here's what we know so far. This by Daverick Turner. This by Knoxville News Sentinel, July 16, 2025. Dollywood visitors will take flight through the Great Smoky Mountains when the Pigeon Forge theme park's newest attraction opens in 2026. Guests might want to prepare to dive into some water as well. And guests riding Dollywood's oldest ride, the Dollywood Express, can see the construction of the park's newest attraction, Hidden Hollow Aviation, which is expected to be the park's most ambitious and most expensive project yet. A recent teaser video for the mysterious attraction references the legend of the secret lake and shows the images of underwater exploration. Previously released clips suggest riders will soar through the Great Smoky Mountains on the new ride. And Pete Owens, the Vice President of Marketing and Public Relations, has described the coming attraction as, quote, something that no one has ever done before in this particular way. Well, I will tell you this much. For Dollywood, they have never done anything like this in terms of this huge, expansive show building, this kind of indoor attraction that seems to be far more ambitious than just like your typical Dollywood fair, or at least in the minds of guests, that's what they think about when they think of Dollywood, like an outdoor coaster, for example. This seems to be far more ambitious on this front.
That's right, and Dollywood is attempting to do something that is very special. You know, they've been rated as the number one theme park in North America by TripAdvisor, and that means basically by customers. Now, I don't think that Dollywood is on the same level as the Walt Disney World Resort or Epic Universe, but it's not far behind, I have to say. And Dollywood is trying now to take the goodwill of so many people who say, you know what? It's clean, it's fun, the people there really are nice to you, they care about the customer, they care about the family. They're trying to take this goodwill moment and really blow it up in a good way. And so what we're seeing is, as we've reported, I guess, in the past years, Dollywood has taken on a new indoor attractions initiative. And we think this is only one of many indoor attractions that Dollywood is planning to do, as they want to turn this into a theme park that, come rain or shine, you can enjoy anytime. So we've got this ride. We also are hearing rumors that Dollywood in the next year may be interested in building an indoor dark ride, Fantasyland-style dark ride that highlights the fireflies of East Tennessee and Appalachia. I'll say this too. This ride that we're talking about right now, this aviation ride that they're bringing out, you know, they're going all out. I have seen, Vash, you've seen the footprint of this thing in person, and I guess, I don't know if Jonas has. He was too busy stuffing his face full of cinnamon bread. It's multiple acres. I mean, the footprint of this attraction is multiple acres. Usually when we're talking about multiple acres, we're talking about a new land that is coming to a theme park, not a single show building. That's crazy.
They do have a lot of land here at Dollywood, and it's a surprising. It's, for those of you who are not familiar with this park, it's basically built into the side of a mountain. That means, especially if you're going in the fall, it's quite beautiful. I've said it's the most naturally beautiful theme park that I've ever been to. It's gorgeous. They already have like 60 attractions within the park at this moment. Now, some of those are back from the Silver Dollar Cities days, so I'm not going to say that that's 60 e-ticket Disney style attractions, but there's plenty to keep you occupied.
Well,
And
let me
if it
jump in there,
sounds-
Jonas. Let me jump in there because that's a fantastic point. This is something that's missing from modern theme parks. And I don't want to be critical of Epic, and I don't want to be critical of, well, I do want to be critical sometimes of some of the decisions Disney's making. I've had it with theme parks that have like 6 rides. Now, Epic has more than that. I'm looking at you, Hollywood Studios. I'm looking at you, Epcot and Animal Kingdom. I'm over theme parks that have 5 or 6 really big things to do, and you wait 2 and 2.5 hours to do them. There's no point in these theme parks not doing what Dollywood is doing, where there's stuff to do for everybody. There's dozens of things to do for everybody. I think it's fantastic to build a theme park that way. Go ahead.
Right. Well, it's endlessly entertaining, and you could do a new thing every single day. You could do one thing at the park for 60 days every day if you change that thing. It's also, the food's great. It's great value for food. It was, I think, the last time I went, my ticket was $60. Anyways, I can gush about Dollywood because I was so surprised by it when I went in there the last time. I can gush about it for hours. But the most important thing is that it's a theme park. It is a multi-generational theme park right now. And, Epic is what, 12 to 18 attractions. Animal Kingdom, I want to say, is less than 6. When you eliminate meet and greets, you can sit down in the park and enjoy the music around you. I'll also point out that they have a newer area. I think it's, Wildwood Springs or Wild something Springs. It's kind of more kid area there. And there is an orange tracked roller coaster that, just watching it go by, it's not one of those jackhammers like they might have from the olden days. That thing looks so smooth, and it seems to span the length of the park. So Dollywood is not resting on its laurels. It's not an ancient theme park that's just trying to get by and hope that you keep coming out of tradition. They are continuously improving here. And we've also seen the company that works with Dollywood, because Dolly owns part of this park, and there is a larger company that name escapes me at the moment. It's something it's something without an American name. They just sold all their California assets that they got in a large acquisition, and I think they're trying to focus more here. So while Six Flags is kind of flagging, that was a word I was going to use regardless of it being a pun. I think Dollywood and the companies that they're working with are moving in the right direction in the theme park space. And I love to see that.
And I'll add another thing here too. Dollywood is definitely going after Disney at this point. It has reached that level where they want to compete in the minds of consumers, families deciding, hey, where are we going to go this year? Are we going to go to Orlando, or are we going to go to East Tennessee? Whatever the case might be. Dollywood also, I think, has to defend a little bit in their own home court. And the reason for that is, Jonas and Vash, I don't know if you guys have heard this, I am hearing that there are 2 large tracts of land, hundreds and hundreds of acres of land, that are being eyeballed by a major theme park developer. Now, I don't want to give it away too much, lest we destroy the negotiations by jumping out there and putting out the name, but I'm hearing there are 2 very large areas, one close to the interstate, one in an area called Wares Valley, that could be eyeballed by a huge company that wants to build. If that's the case, you can imagine why Dollywood would want to be expanding. And my gosh, are they ever expanding? One giant attraction every single year, it seems. It's really rapid, and it is drawing lots of fans to Dollywood in a way that they didn't before.
That's a great way to wrap up the video. The only other thing I'll add here is that Dollywood has to compete with everything in the Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area right there. They're not as much of a destination park, so they have to keep your attention all year round. So they're not the hub of everything there. They have to keep you coming back. They have to give you a good time every single time. And I love it. I can't wait till the next time I go through.
Don't even do it. Vash and I know, Jonas, that Disney World also has the same problem. How many times have you wanted to stop and pet an alligator at one of those alligator farms down there? Vash, me and you know that Disney's got the same issues.
That's a good point right there. Yeah, they do really have to compete in that Orlando area, isn't that right? Maybe Epic Universe. No, I will say I think Dollywood has been particularly aggressive when it comes to expansions and when it comes to investment, because I think for them it does pay off. I think these constant tranches of investment and capital expenditures, I think, really have almost created a kind of a mini destination resort in the middle of that Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg area, more than maybe surrounding attractions. And so I think the future for this park looks incredibly bright, and people are reacting to it.
And just a reminder, Gatorland, if you're looking for a sponsorship, just know we defended you right here on this channel right then. Jonas may not be a Gatorland fan, but I am. I don't care what it smells like.
All right, with that being said, if you've watched this video this far, you are probably one of those people who is open to hitting that like button. It really does help out the channel. Please do that. And if you got any comments, like, have you had the cinnamon bread at Dollywood and therefore been converted to the cult of Dolly? Please let us know in the comment section down below. And if you haven't done it yet, please consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.